Yeah, welcome everybody. We are going to discuss new chapter Indian Constitution. As you have heard many times in news, Constitution has given us rights as well as duties. In our book, every textbook, you have fundamental duties on one of the page, beginning page of the textbook. Here, first paragraph, which is introductory paragraph, it will read by Rabadia J.
Okay, sir. Chapter number 3, Indian Constitution. Early Priyanshi and Sachin are watching the final match of 211 on TV with their parents. An exciting match is going on between India and Sri Lanka. Who will win the World Cup? India or Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka had put up a challenge target for India to achieve both with the fearless batting of the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. India won the World Cup. Everyone was wishing victory. Haley said to her mother while watching TV, "Mummy, the previous match between England and India resulted in a tie. What does that mean?" Nitaben said, "Ellie, for a popular game like cricket, the ICO has systematically formed the rules. A tie in a match means that both the teams have an equal score. Even the games like football, hockey, kabaddi, etc. have their own set of rules. If a game has so many rules, then to run the administration of a popular nation, we should surely require well from the rules."
Yes, here is the example of cricket match between India and Sri Lanka World Cup. Perhaps you remember, India won the match under the captainship of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. This was second time we won World Cup in cricket. After that, there was a question about last match between India and England, which was tied. Here, Alice's mother explained every game has a rule, whether it is cricket, football, hockey, kabaddi, etc. Each of the game has a rule. Similarly, if you want to run a country, you must follow some rules to frame it. For that, we have constitution. First of all, here you can see on your screen symbol of the constitution. It will read by Savalia Chris.
Okay, sir. We, the people of India, having solemnly
Sorry.
resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all these citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our constitution, in our constitute assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this constitution.
Yes, preamble. It is the first page, beginner of the constitution. First page, or in other words, we can say title or preamble, describe us what is inside the book. When we watch movie with the title, we can imagine what kind of movie might be. It may be love story, suspense, thriller, actions, horror, comedy, etc. by title. Similarly, Constitution has a preamble which describes the following. We, the people of India, we all, the citizen of India, having solemnly resolved to Constitution of India. Here we can see sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Now, do you aware with all this meaning? Sovereign, it describes our language Sarvabhaum. Socialistic, secular. Secular means our country does not follow any of the religion. All religions are equal to our country, means in term of or in eyes of constitution. Democratic, our government is democratic, chosen by people for particular period of time. Then re-election. After re-election, government may be re-elected or rejected according to the people's choice. Republic, we are republic. And thus, this type of government is decided in our constitution. Justice, social, economic, and political liberty. Liberty means freedom. What kind of freedom? Justice, social, economic, and political. Justice, we can, law is equal to everyone. We can get justice even against the government too, or against the body of the government, any of the minister, even prime minister. We can get justice. Socially, economically, and politically, we are not divided or discriminated by any of the person in our country. All are equal. Then liberty, freedom. We have got different kinds of freedom. Freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of belief, faith, and worship. Freedom of thought, we can think whatever we need. Expression, we can also express our ideas, feelings. But the condition is it should not be hurt to others. Belief in faith and worship. We can follow any of the God, any of the religion. Next one is equality. It is also heart of our constitution. All the citizens, without any discrimination, they are equal in the eyes of constitution. All of us get the same opportunity. And all of us live with fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. We all are brothers and sisters, and so that we pledge India is our country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. This way we start our pledge, brotherhood. We also assure the dignity of India as well as individual citizen, and unity means our group, or we can say all the citizens. And integrity of the nations, we do not divide our nation. Each part of nation is equal. You can move anywhere, go anywhere, purchase home, property, business anywhere, get a job anywhere in our country without any discrimination. Suppose you are Gujarati and you went to Delhi or Maharashtra, Bengal, any part. You can purchase properties, start your business, you can get job, etc. In our Constituent Assembly, this is 20th day. Now here is described the day of 26th. Month was November and year was 1949 when it was started. But we implemented it on 26th January 1950. This preamble was created or developed or constitution was completed, or the work of framing constitution was completed on 26th November 1949. And this way we adopted our constitution. Here you can see the preamble what we have just read. Any question from this? Okay, we are going ahead. Now next page of my not your book. Davi Pratap.
Yes, sir.
Continue, beta.
Okay, sir. A systematic compilation of set of rules to run the government of a country is known as the constitution of the country. Constitution can be in written or unwritten form. Our constitution starts with the preamble.
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 Very good. First of all, you can see the definition of constitution. A set of rules to run a government. Whatever the government is, state government, central government, or local self-government. It has lots of power, but it runs, it can administrate, it can take decisions according to the rules given in our constitution. So these rules or set of rules to run the government is known as the constitution of the country. It can be in written form or unwritten form. Nowadays it is written form. In past, when there was monarchy system, at that time we can see it might be some places unwritten form also. Because during those days we did not have the knowledge of word or alphabet. Our constitution means Indian constitution. It begins with a preamble, which we have just discussed. After that, Gajera Smith. How was the Constitution of India formed? Gajera Smith.
Yes, sir. Yes. The Constitution of India is the statement of national goals and aims such as democracy, socialism, secularism, national unity, etc. The Constituent Assembly was established. It started working from 9th December 1946. The Constituent Assembly was formed from prominent and distinguished scholars and leaders.
Yes. How was our Constitution formed? Our Constitution of India. It is a statement which describes national goals. What is the goal of our country? What we need? At which place or position we need to reach? Democracy, socialism, secularism, and national unity. These are the heart of our constitution. Our Constituent Assembly, it was established, it started working on 9th December 1946. Means to prepare or drafting work of our constitution. It was started in the assembly during the time of British on 9th December 1946. It was completed on 26th November 1949 and implemented on 26th January 1950. Now, continue, we are going with it. Savalia Chris. Savalia Chris is repeating.
Sir, I have doubt.
Okay, what is your doubt, beta? Bolo.
Sir, secularism means
Secular means does not follow any particular religion. Suppose our country, we, the people of country have different religion. We may be Hindus, Muslims, Sikh, Christian, Jain, Parsi, whoever is. But our country does not follow any of the religion. All the religions are equal to constitution. That is called secular. This word was not added in our constitution, but later on, in 1976, Indira Gandhi, our honorable Prime Minister, added this word in our preamble. Yes, now Manna Somdeep.
Yes, sir.
Continue, beta.
Yes. Their political vision and foresight was incorporated in the constitution. Leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc., provided their guidance. Anthony present yes, Anthony presented the Anglo-India community and
H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community. The committee had various constitution scholars like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc.
Yes, we are still in the same topic. How was the Indian Constitution formed? Here we have described the political vision in our constitution. Great leaders of those days, or big leaders of those days, like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Syam Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc. They all have provided their guidance. Besides this, Frank Anthony, who represented Anglo-Indian community, means during the time of drafting, people from all areas of India, all communities, all states were there so that everyone can present their views, ideas and thoughts. Here, Frank Anthony, who represented Anglo-Indian community. What do you mean by Anglo-Indian community? Is there anyone who can answer? Yeah. Here, Anglo-Indian community. Even today, 2 seats are reserved for them. Practically, there is no one Anglo-Indian in India today. Here, the Britishers or British officials who ruled over India, many of them married with Indian female, and their children were considered as Anglo-Indian community. For them, Frank Anthony represented him, while H.P. Modi, he represented Parsi community. As we know, Parsis are in least number, minimum number in all religions. H.P. Modi represented Parsi community. Besides this, various scholars were there, like Aladi Krishnan Swami Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, we know him as Baba Saheb Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, Kanhaialal Maneklal Munshi, etc. were the great scholars who also participate in framing Indian Constitution. Any question? Okay. Then, yes, Gajera Smith, your turn has come. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ken.
Then I think almost all are repeating. Yeah, Ganatra Siddhant.
Yes, sir. How was the Constitution of India formed? There were female members like Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president of the Constituent Assembly. There were a number of subcommittees to take care of various aspects of the Constitution. The drafting committee, which was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, gave to the Constitution its final shape. A total of 166 meetings were held by the Constituent Assembly in a time period of 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. On 26 November 1949, the committee passed the Constitution, which was enforced on 26 January 1950.
Yes, our topic or header, how was the Constitution of India formed? We are continuing with the same topic. There were female members. Till now we have discussed about the male members. As I told, all the people from different state, speaking different language, following different religious, member of each community were there in framing Constitution. Similarly, there were also female members for the Constitution Drafting Committee. They were Sarojini Naidu, Vijayalakshmi Pandit, etc. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the president of Constituent Assembly. Means he was the main head of this group, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. There were a number of subcommittees Then he divided different committees. Suppose in municipal or in our state government, we have different department: education minister, health minister, roads and transport minister. This way, during the time in assembly, topic or subject were divided among different people, so that different group can go with some particular direction. And these were called subcommittees. Drafting committee. It was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Drafting committee means whatever the decisions are taken, to mention them, write them, draft them in proper order. And this work or task was with a group, and the leader of the group or head of the group was Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. And he had given final shape to the constitution. Here, 166 meetings were held. Means after different committees has decided, they have researched something, they have viewed the constitutions of other countries, they have also mentioned their own ideas, they suggested their choice, thoughts, etc. And for that, to discuss the same, there were 166 meetings. Keep in mind numbers. In Constitutional Assembly. The period means how much time it has been taken by Indian Constitution. The time was 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. This was the time taken by these people or group of the people to draft and complete Indian Constitution. Then on 26th November 1949, as I described during the time of preamble, committee passed our constitution. Means final decision was taken. This is the final. Now there will not be change. This will be implemented, and this constitution was implemented. Keep in mind difference between two dates. 26th November 1949, it was passed in Constituent Assembly, and enforced means come into existence for our country on 26th January 1950. This is the difference between these two dates. Now here you can see think. Do you know why the day of 26th January was selected to enforce the Constitution? Yes, it was passed on 26th November. Then 26th January was selected. Why? Is there anyone who has answered? Yes, I will wait for few seconds and then start. Okay, no problem. On the same day, means 26th January, in the session of Lahore, Congress session of Lahore, we have declared, headed by Motilal Nehru, father of Jawaharlal Nehru, complete freedom. We have given the idea of complete freedom. Before that, we were asking our rights in government, our role in government. But on that day, 26th January, Lahore session of Congress, we have declared we need complete freedom. And so that the Constitution was implemented, or in other words, we can say enforced on 26th January. Yes, now our time is going.